Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Power Sector News. Today's headline: MNRE roadmap towards 4,000 megawatt rooftop solar by 2022. Solar equipment maker Premier Energy plans to invest around 1,200 crore rupees. Green bonds to fight climate change. Coming to the details. To promote rooftop solar in the country, including in rural areas, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy is implementing Rooftop Solar Program Phase 2, wherein rooftop solar aggregating 4,000 megawatt by 2022 is targeted for installation in residential sector with provision of subsidy. For individual households, subsidy up to 40% of benchmark cost is provided for rooftop solar plants up to 3 kilowatt capacity and 20% for capacity beyond 3 kilowatt and up to 10 kilowatt. For group housing societies, the subsidy is 20% of benchmark cost for rooftop solar plants of capacity up to 500 kilowatt. The following major steps has been taken by government for overall promotion of grid-connected rooftop solar systems in the country. In Phase 2, central finance assistance for residential and incentives for DISCOMs achieving additional capacity compared to previous year. Preparing of model memorandum of understanding PPA and capex agreement for expeditious implementation of rooftop solar projects in government sector. Advising states to notify net gross metering regulations for rooftop solar projects. At present, all 36 states, union territories, state regulatory commissions have notified such regulations and or tariff orders. SPIN, an online platform developed for expediting project approval, report submission and monitoring progress of implementation of rooftop solar projects. Facilitation of concessional loans from World Bank and Asian Development Bank through SBI and PNB respectively for disbursal of loans to industrial and commercial sectors where central finance assistance is not being provided by the ministry. Declaration of trajectory of renewable purchase obligation up to year 2022. Innovative business models for rooftop solar shared with the states. Information and public awareness activities through print and electronic media. Solar equipment maker Premier Energy plans to invest around 1,200 crore rupees in the next 2 years to expand its annual solar cells and modules manufacturing capacity. Currently, the company's manufacturing capacity is 1.25 gigawatt, which is going to be increased to 3 gigawatt by 2023. To achieve this, the company is set to launch its new state-of-art facility at Hyderabad. The new venture will elevate the company among the top 5 solar manufacturing players in India. The new manufacturing unit, a greenfield project with a capacity of 750 megawatt solar cells and 750 megawatt solar modules, will produce MCCE textured multicrystalline cells and modules, mono PERC cells and modules, as well as 19.2% efficient polycrystalline cells and modules. This launch will therefore increase the availability of high quality made in India solar cells aligned to Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives. The formal inauguration of this plant by K.T. Ramarao, Ministry of Municipal Administration and Urban Development of Telangana, is scheduled for July 29, 2021, that is tomorrow. India's ambitious renewable target of 450 gigawatt by 2030 needs massive capital funding. Debt is primary source of funding with challenges of climate growing fast. More innovative methods are required to achieve development goals. This is where green bonds as a form of raising debt come into the picture. A green bond in simplistic terms is a debt instrument like any other bond by which investors can finance sustainable assets or projects. The proceeds of the green bond offering are earmarked for use towards financing green projects like electric vehicles, mass rapid transport systems, water and irrigation management, and renewable energy. Green bonds, green bonds as a means of finance is a fairly new concept and have garnered a lot of traction in the past decade with issuers like S Bank, Exim Bank, IDBI Bank, NTPC Limited and Axis Bank amongst others raising debt for renewable energy water management and low carbon building projects. Benefits. The most vital characteristics of green bonds is that it focuses on garnering positive impact on sustainable development goals and protection of the environment. In addition to this, since these bonds are issued for projects earmarked as green, its credentials have potential to attract a larger pool of investors globally in the view of rapid integration of environmental, social and governance metrics in the process of investment analysis. Apart from being a good alternative to conventional bank debt, which is subject to sectorial limitations, green bonds are also an effective tool in driving down the cost of capital and reduce asset liability mismatches. Challenges. Despite the far-reaching benefits of green bonds, there are still certain challenges that persist given that this form of financing is seemingly at a nascent stage and public and private project developers are still educating themselves on the utility of green bonds in infrastructure projects. It is imperative to also highlight that demand and performance of green bonds would ultimately depend on the robustness of the bond market of the country. In addition to this, India's sovereign credit rating of BBB minus means that many green bonds would also require credit enhancement to attract international investors. Regulatory uncertainty is also created by situations where tariffs are unilaterally revised or allotted tenders are cancelled. Such events adversely impact investment into renewable energy sector and in turn would also impact popularity of green bonds amongst investors. Way forward. India has the second largest bond market among emerging markets after China. Any form of decrease in cost of raising green bonds in view of generally high cost of issuing the same in India is key to making it attractive for project developers. This would require regulators like RBI and SEBI to also get on board. The government may explore formulating principles and standards for certification of climate change projects. From an issuer perspective, if the policy framework of the country provides direct financial or compliance related incentive for tagging projects as green. The same would also encourage green bonds as a mode of finance. Promoting green bonds as a form of debt funding for a sector that is most adjacent to the overall issue should be the prime focus, as if we fail to adapt and take action now, will eventually be forced into a consequential shift from a proactive to reactive sustainable development policy to think even ahead of green bonds as a potential mitigation tool. Additional news today. Rajasthan Electronics issues O&M tender for 2 megawatt of solar projects. August 12th is the bid submission date. Auto component maker Anand Group joined hands with South Korea's Mando Corporation to manufacture and market electric vehicle components for 2 and 3 wheelers in India. Rajasthan Electricity Regulatory Commission adopts 2 rupees per unit tariff for SECI's 1070 megawatt. IL&FS has invited expression of interest to acquire 100% shares of Ramagiri Renewable Energy 6.5 megawatt wind project in Andhra Pradesh. 10th August is bid submission date. Price discovery at power exchanges. National Load Dispatch Center has scheduled 127.85 million units of power for tomorrow cleared through Indian Energy Exchange. Coming to the price discovery details. Price discovered during night 2 rupees 12 paisa per unit. Price discovered during day 2 rupees 2 paisa per unit. Price discovered during evening 3 rupees 1 paisa per unit. Price discovered round the clock 2 rupees 37 paisa per unit. Price weighted average price is 2 rupees 38 paisa per unit. There is no congestion for power transfer in the network and the prices are uniform in all the regions. Thank you and good day.